it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I am here to share a bit of a shopping haul. So I recently spotted a local scrap store to me, and I had been watching the Craft and Relaxing channel, which I'll link in the description, and she was talking about going to like a sort of scrap store that sells kind of odds and ends of craft stuff for very reduced prices. And then I spotted through Facebook that there is a scrap store. Well, there's two, they're connected. So there's one in Musselburgh, which is in East Lothian, and one in Selkirk, which is in the Scottish borders. And I live in Midlothian, so kind of between the two. So on Saturday they were having an open day. They're not open many days of the week, and I think not often at the weekend. And usually you have to pay a membership fee. It's very expensive, £5 for the year, for an individual. I think there's also not much more you could join with an organisation. So maybe if you did, I don't know, brownies or something, and you wanted craft stuff to do with the kids. So yes, it was an open day on Saturday and anybody could go. You didn't have to be a member. So I thought I would pootle down, have a little drive down and see what they had. So I bought a few bits and pieces. It was really busy and kind of, it's in a bit of an industrial estate, so there was lots of little rooms off the main room and they had loads of stuff, but there was lots of people and I kind of felt like I had to keep moving and not hold anybody. You know, I couldn't kind of stop and look at lots of things. So I think what I'm going to do is join for the £5 and then go one weekday when hopefully it's a bit quieter. I think it's a bit stressful when it's all really, really busy. So in my Ginger Ninja Crafts bag, I've got what I bought. So I think I spent £16.50. I could have spent more, but as I say, it was so busy that I was a bit it's a bit overwhelming. So I bought some felt. So I got a big purple bit, and a lilac, and a yellow, and some brown. They had lots of felt. I can't remember how much it cost. It was really cheap. And I recently bought a couple of dies that can cut into felt, so I will probably have a look, think about what colours I need and go back with a bit more strategic eye. I also bought a couple of bits of fabric. So this one is 50 by 111, and as you see there, it was £1.60. So it's quite a good chunk. And I do quite a lot of cross stitch, and I have a whole pile of sort of small projects that need finished off. So I was really looking for some fabric, and this, I've got a few that are kind of Halloween themed, and I thought this was a nice sort of pumpkin orange. And then this piece, I had the same sort of plan to use it for something with cross stitch. I don't really know which project, but I just loved it. This one is 50 by 57 centimetres and it's £1.30, and I think it's a kind of batik. I remember a century or two ago being a student and doing a bit of batik with wax and dyes and things, I think. So yes, I don't really know what I would do with this, but I'm sure I could slot it into some finishing for a cross stitch project. And then sticking with the sewing theme, I got this variegated thread. It was £2, which is a really good price for this kind of thing. What does it say? It says Leila Sutcliffe. Dabo dye, I'm not sure, but it's, as you can see, it's kind of variegated, and that it's I'm quite new to using variegated threads, but I thought this kind of yellowy green would definitely be a usable one. And then they had some cross stitch kits, so I just bought a little one that's upside down. So this one, it makes a little cushion scissor keep. So I am often losing my scissors, quite often find out I'm sat on them. Although I have to say, since we got the kittens, I am a lot more aware of where my scissors and my needle and everything and my threads are, because they're fascinated by it all. But yeah, I thought that was really pretty. So it's got everything in it. It's got the cord to go around make the little bit that you can attach your scissors onto, and the threads and the fabric, and I think all you need really is some stuffing and the scissors. So that was only £3, which is good. Not everything there is, you know, they've got some new stuff as well as kind of offcuts and things. So I got a nice big paintbrush, major brushes, 1 inch I think. And I saw somebody on Instagram was doing some art journaling, and they like put a little line of little dot of each of the rainbow colours and then picked it up with their brush and painted it, and I thought, oh, I could maybe have a bit of a go with that. I have been trying to learn a bit of how to use my jelly plate, and something I saw other people using was these kind of sequin offcuts. So they were 10p for each, and there's quite a bit. So this is the little sequins, and then this one is for bigger ones. So I was quite chuffed to see that. And then I got a couple of Nouveau embossing powders. So I got classic gold and glacier white. This is the white that I really like. I think I might have a backup one, but as it was only 50p and I think they're brand new, I couldn't resist. So, because I do quite a lot, I use white quite a lot for if I'm doing some inking or whatever, and I want to kind of resist. And then gold is always handy. I haven't tried the Nouveau gold. I've got a really old gold. I can't even remember what the make of it is. I have had it for probably a decade, if not more, and it's starting to wind down. So yeah, brand new, still got the packaging on. Again, they had more of these, but I was running out of hands, and there was people kind of, I was getting swept along in a crowd of crafters. I mean, it's quite alarming. So that's something I would have a look when I go back. And then the last two things I got, I can't remember how much they were. Less than £1. I want to say maybe 50p, probably less than that. I got an ordnance survey. I was trying to see if there were any Scottish ones, but there wasn't. They were all English. But I got the English lakes, and I love this crow on the front. So lots of paper in there to work with. And then I got a vintage sewing pattern. I'm not going to be sewing it, but I like again, the paper in here is really nice to use for projects, for journaling or whatever. So I can't remember how much it was, but really cheap. They had like wool, they had like wool for knitting and crocheting, and loads of knitting needles and crochet hooks, and buttons, some jewellery findings, some old tools, loads of stuff. So I think that is everything I got. Yeah, for £16.50 I think. So I just thought I'd share, because I have a vague memory many years ago of going to one somewhere in Edinburgh as part of my work. I used to work as an occupational therapist, and we did activities with people, and we went and bought some stuff for doing activities. And I don't think that one exists anymore. So I was really delighted to see this, and I was reminded from Crafting and Relaxing's video about these kind of shops. So yeah, maybe worth having a look to see. I just found it on Facebook. So yeah, maybe have a little look and see if you can find something similar, if you like having a little rummage and finding a bargain. So yes, thank you very much for watching. I will be back, it's Tuesday today, I'll be back tomorrow with a Embellish With Us Wednesday video. So yeah, I hope that you are doing well. I am just down to one cat at the moment because the kittens are at the vet. They've had their little operation this morning, so it all went well, and they've been chipped as well, so we're going to pick them up in about an hour. So apparently they've been very well behaved, which is good, if a little surprising, because they're quite naughty some of the time that they're here. So yeah, so Darcy's enjoying being the centre of attention. I thought he might be stressed out that they're not here, but I think he's quite enjoyed the piece. So yeah, that's what I've been up to today. Hope that you have had some nice things going on, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye now.